Yeah, the lower bracket round 2 starts on Tidewater Glades. This was the last map of the winner bracket final as well, where 120 and Fly were successful in making it into the grand final. This is pretty cool to see, this map, I think, because it has this mercenary camp that we saw before, with the Thunder Lizard, with the Satire, and with the Furberg who can cast Rejuvenation. So it's really refreshing to see those.
I've always been a big fan of the Thunder Lizard, like one of the... Is it the only unit in the game with 6 supply? Chat, you guys know everything. Tell me. But now that I've seen it a couple more times, I don't know how good it really is, to be honest. Like, it's cool, Slam looks cool, but I don't know, not so impressed.
I think the damage is underwhelming.
Yeah, I think so too.
It's
like
a
against
big
the massive footies, it's great, but... Yeah, anyways, what I want to say, the Mercs, I think the MVP is like the Furbolg dude. The Reju is so good early on. And what else does he have? Like Purge or something?
Player's forces are under attack.
I'm not so sure. Let me see. I think only Rejuvenation, but the damage is really good. It's around 26 average damage, I think. And range. 600 range. So it's all pretty good. It's a little slow, but hits hard.
I think Reju is just fucking sick, man.
I think
really like that.
I think the Satire is a little undervalued with Curse that early. I mean, you might be able to shut down a Blade Master with it very early on in the stage where there's no Dispel.
That's true. Does he have only Curse?
Yes, but also good damage.
Okay. So speaking of Blade Masters, we have 2 and 2 Demon Hunters as well. Going for the Ancient of War first. This could be a big kill, actually. It's going to limit their creeping severely, and it's definitely going to go down easily enough damage. And it's going to be hard to tell these players apart because 3 of them have Chinese names.
Well, the 1-2-1-1 guy is Shishi.
Yes.
The orc is XiaoKK in that yellow color.
I think I'm going to go by green team and...
Well, the green team is losing the Demon Hunter here, as it seems, as the block is coming in from XiaoKK. Well done so far, but Demon Hunter is able to run away. Is there another Windwalk? No, there's not. But the opposing Demon Hunter is coming in with a mana burn soon.
He should be okay though, right? The Grunt can't reach for another block. Should be able... Oh! He's kind of running into the arms of the Grunt. Don't want to do that! Good work though. Moving that Grunt in such a direction. But the heal cells had been running, so he may still be fine.
Well done by DPS, who we've not seen before in any competition. Killjin always comes up with new allies, I feel. He was playing with Snake before, and another guy, I don't remember the name. Now that's his 3rd new ally.
Something that should be looked towards in the balance department is like, you can only Ancient of War creep the top Merc camp, not the bottom one, because there's water everywhere. That's not the greatest.
Oh, true. Didn't think of it yet.
Maybe there's a way around it, but that will be pretty far away. But anyways, what item did they get up there? Kind of missed that.
Hurry up.
Did they see? Ah, they already killed the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, both got the parry up. Boots as well on the Blade Master. Super old school.
In 2 and 2 even, man. That is so rare to see. DPS has quite a fast tech coming up, by the way. Going for Ancient of Wind. So ranged army with archers and talents. Fury Fire, of course, really nice. And yeah, the orc will be in charge of the blockers with Radar Walker. And then a good range army behind it. Naga 2nd as well for DPS. And what does Shishi do? He's still not tier 2, but we don't see a Hunter's Hall, so it's ranged mirror for the Night Elves.
Yeah. Way fast attack for DPS. I think he went Ancient of War after the tech, maybe even. Maybe that's why he was so fast. Here we go, Gold Mine. Being attempted, being fought over. Demon Hunter sleep there in the back line. Blade Master would love to get some kills here with his booster speed. He is very quick. But the Naga might be able to control him at the same time. Second tier, oh, not yet. There's still stuff parked next to the tavern. Seems like XiaoKK needs to retreat here. His ally is pretty far away.
town is under siege.
Oh, big item. Tom experience and the Battle of Giant Strength is alright.
Yeah, Tome of Experience goes towards DPS Belt of Giant Strength for his ally, Killjin.
Forces are under
So of course he will win that trade of the level 1 Blade Masters, despite this plus 8 damage already on XiaoKK's side.
But they get up to creep more here. That's another level 2, this time for the Blade. On the other side of the map, Demon is also level 2 here for Shishi. And SH is out. This will be the Blade Master level 2 as well.
We have an Alchemist, by the way, who left the Ring of Protection on the ground, which I think is a massive mistake.
Yes, I agree. By the way, item here could be Vamp Aura. Are they lucky enough? Oh, they are!
Remo Stradamos! Nice call, mate.
Oh, that's so good for Demon and Blade Master. Oh my god.
And Alchemist as well, like, if he has a high damage roll, that's at least 7 HP per hit then.
That's true. Always suffering from the low attack speed though without the Chemical Rage, which I don't think he's gonna go for.
No, he had Acid Bomb first, and of course Heal Spray is way too good. So what do you think? We have Naga second hero versus Alchemist second hero. What's your opinion on this?
Yeah, Alchemist, the hero of the patch so far, has been looking pretty good. But I feel like he's especially powerful with the Brilliance Aura backup.
Yes.
Once he's out of mana, I mean, he does have good right click. The pure damage of it, the base damage, but attack speed, that is the issue. So I wonder, with less mana, how much he's really going to be able to heal.
That's what I thought as well. We see it a lot with humans. Now we have Heal Spray too, and we see that he's already out of mana. Of course, he can go for clarities all the time, but, you know, you gotta buy them, gotta bring them. It's not that easy. So, will be interesting to see what Shishi is doing with this new hero in the meta. Only one talent yet. Of course, with the talents, oftentimes in 2 and 2 we see... Oh, expansion, by the way. We see a lot of grunts in the Orc army. Against this talent play, most likely not. Because the
Also,
magic damage and Purifier is way too good.
Talents plus Acid Bomb is gonna be a lot of minus armor.
Yep.
What is it on level 1? Acid Bomb -3, right?
-3, yes. On level 2, it's level 4. It's -4.
So it's -7/-8. That's a lot of minus armor.
Yeah, that was my theory crafting when I saw the patch notes. Like one of the first things, the stacking minus armor. Really interesting to see. So speed scroll engagement, going for the Demon Hunter right away, and this Blade Master puts on decent damage on him. Spirit Link on everything on both sides. Scroll of the Beast being used. Not too powerful though with archers and talents, but the expansion is ready.
So usually the first team to lose their front line loses all the archers and loses the fight. Who's in the front line first? Well, the Blade Master dropping very low there for the green team. Gets to survive though. And it seems like DPS's archers are under pressure here. Orc moving forward, a couple of archers have already died. All the heroes kind of low. The Naga mostly in trouble. Can she get saved somehow? No, not really being micro too well. In a bad position there, I suppose. Demon Hunter as well for DPS, dropping very, very low indeed. Heal wave one more time, but that was the last one. And they hold on to their expansion here.
Super important. Town portal out now by DPS. Killjin still in there. And losing another grunt. Nice peons around there, by the way. So, pretty strong by KK and Shishi. To hold this.
The assassin SH got one raider already. Wants to go for the Blade Master. He doesn't have the most damage, but the other Blade Master certainly does. The critical strike. The chakram does get the last hit with the help of the Fairy Fire. SH DPS confirmed.
Assassin Head Shrinker, indeed. Level 3 for him. Level 2 heal wave. Level 3 and 2 on the Night Elf heroes. But of course, this expansion will pay off hard. On the other side, DPS expanded as well, though. So it's one expansion for another.
They've seen it, though. There is a wisp there for... what's his face? Shishi. So... how much of a supply lead do they have? Not that great of one, but they did win the last fight pretty convincingly.
93 versus 82 for Shishi and KK. Red spot time now, though.
Oh yeah, this item can be ridiculously imbalanced.
We do have some time here though to thank a few supporters here coming in. LaCrest Fallen, 4-month resub. Hail Satan, my little lambs. How's it hanging? Hanging pretty well. Ninjin Sin has subscribed as well. Thank you very much. And Mikey PX with a $5 donation. Please spend wisely. Always, my mate. Always. Thank you so much. And we do have the spiked collar item.
Yeah, that one's pretty poop. But the other one is the Potion of Divinity. Now, the Scroll of Restoration in a 2-2, I don't have to tell you guys, it's like ridiculous. Nobody was lucky enough to find that one. But Divinity Potion on a Blade Master with already plus 18, close to level 4, can also make a big difference.
Yes. We do get Nature's Blessing for Shishi. We do get the Adept upgrade for the talent, so more mana on them for more Fury Fire. Does the other team have that as well?
Dude, sorry to cut you off here, but there's 9 creeps in this creep camp. Imagine a Dark Ranger here.
Oh, yeah.
But Dark Ranger in 2-2. Yeah,
well, we saw it in the last game.
Ah, yeah, by 1-0. I caught the end of that.
Yes. Book of the Dead.
I mean, the life drain has been buffed, right? Try that out.
Obviously, that's why you go for the Dark Ranger. Another expansion by XiaoKK. And another one by DPS as well. So the game is slowing down at least a little bit. This Blade Master of KK is so good. With boots, with double claws, circlet, and Potion of Divinity. Holy cow, what an inventory. Plus the Vampire, let's not forget about that. Alchemist has a mana potion now, so they realized, oh yeah, okay, I might need a little bit more. And has a heal scroll and an immo potion and a potion of healing, so he makes sure that this Alchemist will not die.
And all the important hero levels have been acquired. Level 3 across the board, or is somebody lacking behind? Nope. Oh, the Blade Master actually for Killjin is only level 2 with no damage items at all. Yeah. That's the issue I feel oftentimes with the Blade Master in 2v2. Yes, early on he's always strong, but in the like 120 supply fights, when he doesn't have big damage, like how much does he really do?
Yeah.
I wonder about his relevance later on.
We saw a sick Farseer, man, with level 5 in the previous games. That was so amazing to see how Clap, Blizzard, and Chain Lightning gets rid of an entire army.
Another skill that got buffed.
2 actually as well.
True. Both orcs are going tier 3, by the way.
Ooh. Lightning Orb really good. The Aura upgrade super good.
Yes. Only thing here I'm kind of would have liked to see that wasn't happening was XiaoKK's Blade Master didn't creep to level 4. With the Aura, with the Orb, that would have made a big difference. A little bit less so with a new patch, but still.
So all expansions are up except this one. Oh no, it's actually running as well, so they are on 4 gold mines each. 4,200 remaining. All gold mines are occupied at this point. So who's gonna push first? At the moment, they all feel very, very comfortable with what they have. Of course, they have expansions running for them. They're gearing up a little, waiting for the Orc upgrade to finish. And then it might be time for a go. But who loses the game of chicken?
And in these massive battles, I don't see the Kodo Beast dying quickly, so this Aura upgrade advantage could be a big deal. Is that the timing that they're looking for? He's not even upgrading it? He's making a Raider instead, maybe queuing it after. Really should get that Kodo upgrade. Oh, he's low on lumber though. Can his ally supply him? No, they're both super low on lumber.
We have the Thunder Lizard and the Satire. So Curse is ready, Slam is ready. On the other side, we don't have any mercs, but he's gearing up with 3 Engines of War as additional blockers to this mass range Night Elf army.
Curse, I imagine, is the same mana cost as from Banshees. Not always the case, though, with mercs. Abolish Magic, for example, being different. But if it's the same for Banshees and the Satyr guy, he's gonna have a lot of them. And of course, mostly wants to put that on the heroes.
You were right, by the way, the Lizard is the only unit with 6 supply. That was confirmed by chat earlier.
Nice.
We have 1 heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls, 2 heal scrolls on that side. They want to push one of those expansions. What do we have?
This is gonna be such an epic battle, dude.
Oh yeah, looking forward to it, man. Raiders, of course, have great damage against buildings. Here comes mass repair. But will it be enough? There's a backstab happening soonish. He's still waiting for the Orc army. And I like the position because the Engines of War can't do anything at this point. So expansion's gone.
I think losing on base is okay. Matters here who takes the fight.
Yep.
And these 3 Ancients of War are going to be a lot of wood shield in front. One of them still producing. And here's where the big clash is going to happen. Oh, I love the Demolishers.
Yeah.
So unlikely that they're ever going to get touched. Is he getting Burning Oil? Burning Oil, first time on back to Warcraft? He's queuing it.
He's queuing it. He's going to have 4 Demolishers and Burning Oil.
Burning Oil always looks cool. How much damage is it really?
Actually, I have no idea, man.
I don't think it's that much, honestly. Kodo, upgrade aura. Do they have it now? Neither of them has it so far.
Interesting. +9. They have 2 armor upgrades already here. And an attack upgrade as well. Engine of War falls.
I thought these Demolishers were going to be safe, but no! The Orc is backstabbing from the side. The flank is super powerful. 2 Demolishers dead right away. The Blade Master as well in trouble. As the greater, the Divinity Potion still if he needs to. Even healing words going on. Oh my god, this fight is like across 2 screens. Seems like on the lower side, XiaoKK is winning this battle. Kodo's getting to eat as well, and the Demolishers, man. They were so underwhelming. I thought they were going to be better. The Thunder Lizard in the middle losing Slam. Against Archers, I guess it could be pretty nice. Towards the right side, this should be Shishi winning the battle from what I can tell. So, the Grey team seems to be with the upper hand here. We even have healing wards everywhere. Heal waves rattling through. And DPS in a lot of trouble here. His Archers are still standing, but once they get reached, they could die like flies.
Slam again, and we have a Shadow Hunter falling in a bit. He healed himself up. Kodo Beast getting attacked. Now Stasis Trap actually working. Oh, what a glory.
That was a sick one, man. Oh, Demon died? No, that was the Witch Doctor, actually. Heal ward, so many of them, but getting taken out as well. SH now in trouble. This is the Killjin's. Blade Master also dropping low. The Divinity Potion's already gone. He's going to Windwalk quick, but he's still revealed. He still has the Fairy Fire upon him. But he gets to the back eye, but can he really re-engage? I don't think so. He has 2 HP. Don't go in. Don't go in, buddy. And actually, DPS and Killjin, they're holding on here.
This is so sick. How did they do this? Shishi had such a huge army on the right side with like 10 to 12 archers.
Dude, how much supply died in that fight? Like
I have no idea, man. We have 111 versus 112 supply, but 2 gold mines extra for Shishi and XiaoKK. Only 1 for Killjin and DPS. Speaking of DPS, Burning Oil is pretty good as it seems.
I mean, it didn't survive too long, those Demolishers.
That's true.
Honestly, I have no idea why they won that fight, but they did. Demon's level 5 now. So, Alchemist healing is going to be very limited. And so is the SH's if he ever reaches him. SH, though, is level 5 himself, so as long as he has mana, he has sick healing.
Yeah.
So it should be a priority to keep this Demon Hunter pinned down, I think. DPS's demon, that is.
Has a mana potion on this Shadow Hunter. There was a lot of items used in that fight, including, of course, the big Divinity Potion. Next expansion coming up. The main gold mines expiring soon. 800 gold. What are you laughing about?
I'm not even kidding, yo. Torrents would actually be good here. They actually would. There's no ensnares. There's no cyclone. There's just archers.
That's true. It's good. Nah, it's not too much magic damage either. That's nice. Podum, 3rd, by the way, for True Shot Aura.
Yeah, sick level 1 value.
And again, we have the calm before the storm. DPS is going into Huntress Hall. Maybe just for upgrades, maybe for lores? Upgrades immediately.
Well, he could get marksmanship if he's tier 3.
Remo, you are absolutely correct with that, but he's not tier 3, unfortunately.
But Shishi is. Does he still have archers? Oh, yeah. Not too many. 5.
Oh, he's going marksmanship, Remo.
Okay.
There he is.
You win.
And Master Talent Training. Like, seriously, marksmanship plus bottom is so good. We do have +2 damage. Oh, he's not in the range.
They still don't have the upgraded Kodo aura. Can you believe this? Oh, it's coming now. Finally. These archers are going to be sick, yo.
Yeah,
they're going to have bottom, marksmanship, Kodo. Woo.
Yeah. The value of those archers is off the chain. It costs 135 and they deal like 30 damage or so. Since, again, viewers are asking to change the colors, unfortunately, in observer mode, this is not possible. You can see I click and nothing is changing.
It's a pretty epic 2-2 here.
It is.
80 supply. That's for XiaoKK. 68 for Shishi. In the middle, they might meet here.
DPS has only
Player's
initiate
forces are under attack.
talents. His archers are way worse. They have Spirit Link though.
But he's got a whole bunch of archers, man. Holy crap.
Plus 16 damage on the Demolishers thanks to the new Kodo aura. And yeah, the archers now plus... Oh my god. Go in range of the Kodo, I want to see the full value. Plus 6. It's 30 max damage of one archer.
Could be more upgrades. There will be more upgrades. Okay, Demolishers now on both sides. No burning oil yet for XiaoKK. Alright, here we go again. Massive clash coming in.
Stasis traps set up. Here we go. Nice Fury Dragon position against the Talons, man. They will suffer so hard. The Kodo Beast is getting killed fairly quickly thanks to the archers. Look at the volleys. It's insane. In the south here, the Blade Master is quite hurt. There is an Info Potion on the other one and, of course, Heal Wave.
Heal Wave, heal wards everywhere. Invulns have been expanded, so now Hero's in trouble. Demon as well, in the front lines. He can mana burn the SH here. That would mean that he's out of mana, out of healing.
Purge on the Blade Master. He dies to a critical strike. Killjin is losing his first hero. Massive amount of wisps coming in for Detonate. And everything is suffering so hard for XiaoKK. Can he keep this stuff alive? As Stasis Trap is going off, and that is so much damage. Everything is burning behind there. Level 2 on the bottom now.
And a demon coming from the left side here for Shishi. He is level 5, he has a strong mana burn, and this time they seem to be winning this battle with the expo advantage that they still had. Their archers in the back are all low, but nothing can reach them. Invul upon him. Naga in trouble, she's level 5 as well for DPS. But his Demon Hunter, first and foremost, in trouble now with the Hex, but there will be the Staff. And probably the TP after. Is there Ensnare to chase? Not really. Level 5. Alchemist as well. Everyone seems to be level 5 here. And now they're on the chase.
Oh, the heal spray is so good at this point, man. They're licking their wounds super fast and now they're pushing again. This mass healing is working out. We have 3 Demolishers left. We have 5 heroes across the board for XiaoKK and Shishi. On the other side, Shadow Hunter is 5. Yeah, Demon Hunter is 5 as well. Naga 2. But the Blade Master is still gone. More archers. They do have a few... Oh, the expansion. Oh, this Tree of Ages will not live for much longer. Demon Hunter level 5 point something. Will we see ultimates here, man? Metamorphosis would be nice with the splash damage. 2 upgrades, by the way. So we have max damage of 33 for the archers.
Yeah, and the Polyp's almost level 3 as well. Gonna be another big upgrade. Demon getting controlled pretty well with the cold arrow, already half HP. For Shishi, the Tree of Ages in the front line doesn't seem to be standing a chance against all of these forces. He's getting taken out. Main has fallen. Oh, the demon now in trouble. Is there gonna be a stab or something this time? No, he's ensnared. He can't get stabbed. Level 3 for the Potter. Much more damage now. And GG. This is the 1-0 for Shishi and XiaoKK.
What a game this was, man. How long did it last? I'm looking for the info screen. 24 minutes. And everybody killed, like, so much stuff. Yeah. 270 units got killed in this game. Holy shit.
And the battles also lasted really long because we had Spirit Link on both sides. We had Heal Wave, Heal Spray. Still can't get that name down. And Heal Scrolled as well. That was pretty cool.
And man, as I told you for years, marksmanship is really good.
Yep. That's the one. That's what decided the game. I really like the Potom though.
Yeah. Like everything they did in the end was really good. Yeah, all the upgrades, going tier 3 as an orc, going tier 3 as on Shishi's side. Good decision making there, I guess.
And these archers in the backline, man, they're so powerful. I wonder, can you attempt to flank them with something? Maybe a scroll of speed, raiders, grunts, but such big armies, they always seem to be protected behind the front line. Because when you get to the archers, they die in seconds, especially if you have AoE. Which, however, they really didn't have. Didn't have any pandas, didn't have any chain lightnings, didn't have anything of that sort.
So something is up here. Don't know what. TD is talking a lot. I don't know what's up. Just about streaming, I guess.
Ted, who will be playing later with Hainu against Lucifer and Reprisal. Do we also have losers round 3, or is that for tomorrow?
Yes, the lower bracket semi-final will be played as well. So tomorrow we have the lowest finals and the grand final, which is the best of 5.
Best of 5 2v2, man.
Yes.
Pretty cool. We're going to see some very rarely seen maps then, I guess.
Goldshire, hopefully.
We have not yet seen... No, we have seen all of the maps already, haven't we?
I think so too. We saw Lost Temple, we saw Twisted Turtle Rock, we saw Norwood, we saw Goldshire, Tidewater Glades, and Centaur Grove. Did we see Centaur Grove?
Yes.
Ah, yeah, true. There was. I was wondering why they're not going for the Merc early.
The War Runner. Yeah, but TM will be our next map.
Yes. Yeah, they are changing colors, so XiaoKK is going red. That's nice for us. Except if the other team goes pink or something. So what did you do yesterday when you had to take a train today?
No, I went to Frankfurt for... I visited a friend in Frankfurt. Had lunch there, brunch there, and then took the train back.
I see.
Yesterday, I came back from work, and I passed the fuck out for 9 hours, and then I woke up, and then I got to brunch pretty much.
Okay.
No drinking for me yesterday, but tonight. So yeah, got that to look forward to.
I think I'm actually not drinking today.
Yeah. How much do you remember of last night, by the way?
Not too much.
How did you feel when you woke up?
Horrible.
Like, well, that sounds pretty good, honestly.
It wasn't that bad, I guess. I just drank a lot of stuff. Like, I had white wine and then some rum and then beers and then white wine again. So it got all mixed up, and that's, I think, what caused the hangover. A friend of mine was so drunk that her cousin had to drag her by the hair to get home because she still wanted to party but was in absolute no condition to continue. That was something. But it was necessary, to be honest. So, Shishi and XiaoKK are leading 1-0. And now the colors are correct. We have red and blue. The players obeyed. Maybe that's what Ted was pointing out, that red and blue is certainly helpful. On the western side of Twisted Meadows, we have Shishi here and XiaoKK here, who could go for the rock golem trick, but I think in 2-2 you really don't want to do that. Killjin as an orc on the upper right, and his ally DPS in the bottom right. If they lose this match, the team blue, they're out.
That's it. They're against the ropes, Neo. Can they withstand the pressure? Or are they gonna crumble and fall back into irrelevance? We take a look at the heroes first. Night Elf heroes being the most interesting. We have Demon Hunter for DPS and Demon Hunter as well. So actually not too interesting for Shishi.
True. Fairly standard opening here, but we had that in the game prior before, and then it turned out to be an epic 2-2. So no Farseers, no Keeper of the Groves, but Huntress opening, as he said, for both actually. So it's a little different.
He could do the Rock Golem creep here early. And I wonder if this time, every time, seriously, every time I see this, it's a shit item. for some reason.
Yeah, but
Always
it's
like
good, isn't it? Like, if you find something super powerful early on, that's so broken.
yeah, Scourge Bone Chimes for early trading is ridiculous. Also, Puto Quetelas. And is it going to be punished? Doesn't look like it because Killjin is not scouting. He's going for the 2 borrow plus shop tech. And let's see if he gets this Rock Golem creep off. Should be able to. And there it is. Rock Golem gets trapped. And hopefully he doesn't deny it with a borrow.
Aiden Randino says, I bet it's a big mana potion. Well, you're certainly wrong about that because it's a permanent item. And Remo, you're right. Lionhorn.
Yep, every time. I mean, could have been worse. Could have been like Rune Bracers. Maybe in a 2-on-2 you even keep this item.
Yeah, I think every aura is quite good.
Yeah, it's a lot of units. Oh, he's surrounded here on the Blade Master, but there is this ability called Windwalk Neo, with which you can become phase movement. That means you don't get blocked by units, in case you didn't know.
Okay, cool. Thanks for
Wasn't the new patch notes? I don't know if you read them.
You know I can't read. Why are you always teasing me with that?
Sorry, I thought maybe they had like sign language or something. So Huntress is this time around.
It would be so stupid, like a GIF doing sign language for all this stuff.
Sign language is like international, right?
Yeah.
There's not different kinds of sign language.
That's so smart.
Yeah. I wonder like how complicated it is. You know what I mean? Like grammar-wise, how many? What's it called? I don't know the English term. But how many tenses there are and all that stuff. Anybody who speaks sign language here? Does anybody have like a deaf or a mute sister or a brother or something? Probably not. Speaking of sign language, did you see the movie Mute?
Nope.
Was on Netflix. Was from Duncan Jones, the director of the Warcraft movie, which was a shit movie, but he made great movies before. That movie was another shit movie, unfortunately.
A player's forces are under attack.
They have dialects in sign language. Okay. And of course the Americans have a different sign language. Why do they always have to do stuff differently?
Because they're free. You know, they're free to do what they want. In the land of the free, and the home of the brave. So yeah, a lot of aggression early on. I think 1 grunt died so far. I haven't been paying too close attention. Huntresses, tier 2 for both Night Elves. Pretty much at the same speed. So what do you go into when you play Hunt? Still Talons? Or is it actually Bears?
No, it's Dryads, I think. Mass Dryads. Maybe Bears, but I don't really see that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a lot of Dryads. Well, we'll see in a bit. More Archers even. Podem second. Okay, can still do that with Mass Dryads, but that's an interesting choice. Like, no Keeper, no Naga, no Panda. But a Podem? Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised we see so little Panda in the 2v2s. Also yesterday.
Usually in 2-on-2, like, of course there are always exceptions, and we saw that exception in the last game, but usually the levels aren't that high. It's quite common that the second hero does not reach level 3, and then I can understand why.
Yeah, it's true.
Panda.
That's true. Oftentimes pushes will hit before second heroes can reach level 3. That makes sense. So archers and oh wait,
Beast, nice. There's not too much to spell soon. Oh, the Demon Hunter dies. What did that happen? Ah, probably to the Hex, right?
I think so. I didn't see it either.
Busy.
There's so many blips on the minimap, man. There's too much stuff going on.
Blade Master also about to fall. Podem is out with Aura first, of course. Demon Hunter is being revived, and we have an Engine of Lore, but only one of them. So I think Bear's out of the equation. We have one lore here for Shishi as well. So it is Dryads.
This bottom is taking a very bold creep camp here. Are you sure about that, buddy? Alright.
We have a new sub coming in. Thank you, Swap the Fly, for 4 months. GLHF. Thank you, mate.
So, XiaoKK and XiaoKK containing the middle here. We have map control. They found quite a few kills here. Looking for more auras. Going for the second warlord. What did we get from the first one? The Belt of Giant Strength is okay for those frontliners, Blade Master and Demon, who will always be tanking a lot of damage. But they want the Scourge Bone Giant. They want it again. They had it the last game. This is their third chance here.
Demon Hunter still level 1 though. Not too much creeping done yet, but it's intensifying. And we have Rune Braces, most likely the worst in this matchup. Night Elf and Orc have no nukes. So yeah, Vamp Aura would be the shit, True Shot Aura would be the shit. But you know that by now, I think.
I like to see Scout Owl actually. Paul's almost level 2. The Demon
Yesterday you were laughing at the Scout Owl.
That is absolutely not true, Neo. That is lies being told by you.
You know I can't lie. It's impossible.
Why not?
It's like, not possible for me.
Okay.
The Magi is nice, but no Vamp Aura. There was a Devotion Aura on the blue team side as well. So yeah, it's once again, like in the last game, the Karma for the Storm. Shishi goes double lore now to be able to reproduce fast. We have a lot of archers for DPS. Also quite a few for Shishi, so that's fine.
A player's forces
Kodos are up.
Interesting build order here by him. He went like Hunter's opening into 2 hunts. And then back into a whole bunch of archers.
Yep.
And bringing a whole bunch of wisps as well for a push to come. Detonate or maybe APs or maybe a mix of both. Level 3 SHs are a big deal. We have it already for Killjin here. Not quite yet for XiaoKK. He's so close, but not there.
Alright, expansion coming up for Shishi, investing quite a bit, almost 400, while this push is right around the corner. Bottom level 2.5 already. Demon Hunter is not getting level 3. We have Searing Arrow, so no Owl for you, Remo, I'm sorry. Expansion for DPS as well, a little hidden. So basically the same situation as in game 2.
So he is walking over. He doesn't want to use his TP for this yet. But if he tries to flank here, he only has Strides and Archers. Those can be taken out quickly. And here we go! SH in a bad position right to start with for Killjin. But he has a Spiritling, I think it was. No, actually, just seemed to be tanking that way. And now here we go. The Consolidated Force or the Sandwich. What's going to be better? We have Orc versus Orc and Night Elf versus Night Elf. Each on the 2 sides. Himano dropping very low. For Shishi needs to go back. He doesn't have healing. So this is bad for the leading team between for Shishi and XiaoKK. In the north, though, it is XiaoKK winning this battle. I don't know, it's hard to tell. 3 Kodos here, 2 for Killjin. One of them has only eaten. Ensnares have to force to pin them down. Raiders are only on XiaoKK's side, so he has that big advantage, and he's going to take out one of those Kodos. Not the one that was carrying a grunt, unfortunately, but now the Night Elf ally DPS is coming in, and this does not look good for XiaoKK.
Yeah, DPS, bringing the DPS of the archers, and everything is bruised already. The Shadow Hunter is without mana. TP in by XiaoKK, by Shishi now. But what does he have left? Like a few archers, a few dryads, which will melt against the archer army of DPS. The Shadow Hunter kind of trapped next to the Demon Hunter. But there was a potion for now. He's blocking himself. Invo potion on the Blade Master, but that's over. And the Blade Master, nice, gets healed by the wave. But that was his last stand, as it seems. XiaoKK losing his first. Oh, Hex. Losing his first.
And the second one as well. They were both level 3. This seems to be the end. Shishi's trying to hold on as best he can, but it's not quite working so well. Only has 3 Dryads left, and they admit it. GG, the 1-1. And we will go to map number 3.
Indeed. Full distance again, as we had it in the winner bracket final already.
Big difference there being, of course, SH disadvantage only being level 2. He was so close to that level 3, but not quite there. And more so than that, also the Raiders. In the Orc versus Orc fight, they didn't really seem to be the most impressive. They were fighting against the Grunts there for a while. But hard to tell. Well done, though, by DPS and Killjin, proving that they can hang with the pros. And now we go into Turtle Rock for our deciding map.
Exactly. So the loser of this tournament is out. The winner is in the top 4, which is prize money already. $155 for guaranteed, plus the chance to boost it up to 1,100 if they go all the way. We're going to continue with more 2-2 here. We have Ted and Hainu playing versus Lucifer and Reprisal afterwards, and the lower bracket semi-final, and then later at around 5 p.m. we go into the GCS European qualifier to determine the second European player that is going to Shanghai in June.
Is it going to be foggy, or is there going to be a big upset? And our wildcard qualifier agent, as well as the other open qualifier players, how well are they going to do against the likes of Cash, Orkworker, and Foggy? That's 3.
Zyko is watching, so good luck, mate. Later today he will play against Cash, but I think we won't stream that game since Orkworker and Ente are playing at the same time, and that seems to be a little more interesting to me, or the better matchup, and it's the German playing, so...
Yeah, that might be the closest one of those games. Just on paper, of course, there can always be upsets.
Yeah.
So, players are in. Seem to be ready. We go to the smallest map we have in 2v2, Turtle Rock. In the 1v1 map pool, it's one of the biggest ones, but here everything always feels cramped, like around the tavern, around the merchant, in front of the bases. There's so many chokes.
I can definitely see Talons here again.
Yeah, Talon Archer push.
Yes.
Also what I would expect.
So everybody says go, and we start this game. Decision time in the lower bracket. We have to say goodbye to 2 players after the next game, which will last about 20 minutes.
Could also see a keeper here. This traditionally aggressive map being pretty small. However, you can Ancient of War creep here, something that is not really possible on Twisted Meadows. In we go towards the top left spawning are Killjin and DPS. Bottom right we have XiaoKK and Shishi. This is gonna be a Talon push versus Talon push. Are they gonna meet in the middle? Levels early on are gonna make a big difference again. We saw that level 3 SH being a determining factor. Level 3 Demon as well, with that mana burn, could make a massive difference.
True that. Also super important to get the wards here to claim a little shop control, but I feel it's not as important as it is in 1-on-1 because all the action will be happening in the middle anyway.
Yep, most likely. But if you can go to the merchants and secure the Scrolls of Healing there, that could be a big deal. But then again, by the time the big clash comes around, 4 heal scrolls will have become available.
Oh, yeah.
And can one team really afford 4 heal scrolls?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's a good point indeed. Could also be a farce here, but both... No, they're playing this so standard that it is. Double Blade Master on the Night Elf side, we have Demon Hunter and Demon Hunter. So they play the DHBM game once again.
Killjin is skipping the barracks. Okay. Adding it in later, so he wants to have heal selves and clarities immediately, and with that we'll want to go harass, most likely, otherwise that doesn't really make sense. For that he's delaying his grunts by quite a while. KK will be having his own grunts much earlier, and with that we'll be able to creep easier. Last hits here early on are gonna make a difference. Levels are hard to come by in the 2v2, but if you get to level 3, that's a big upgrade no matter which hero you are.
Okay. Killjin is doing the same with the delayed barracks. Okay, oh, it was Killjin actually you talked about.
That's a war mill, dude.
What?
There's a war mill in Killjin's base.
What?
And he's harvesting lumber extremely far away from his main building. This is looking very weird. What's going on here?
A player's forces are under attack.
Does he want to tower him?
I can't see that at all on this map. Like in general. The bases are so close to each other that reinforcements will come in really quickly.
Is this just for the lumber? I am flabbergasted here. I don't know.
Tech is already on the way for XiaoKK, so you see the difference
Forces are under attack.
in gold and lumber.
Ooh, nice. XiaoKK got the claws +9. He and DPS were battling over the Ogre Magi. The Orc did get it, as he tends to do, usually. Killjin going for the Tome of Experience. Won't be able to take out the Ogre Magi here, it seems. Tome of Intelligence only. And his tech starts, okay, with an early war mill.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to tower, you kind of want a Shadow Hunter behind it. So I can see that. Ooh, Speed Scroll has to be used to keep this Blade Master alive. Healing got not cancelled for some reason.
That was almost a sick block from the Archer though, man. Trying to come in again for the last hit. Oh, he messed it up! But if you get the Demon Hunter, of course, that's a bigger kill. But the Grunt not quite in position for the block.
And again, healing cancelled. Oh, the Grunt is in blocking against the Archer now. Well done by KK. Ah! Has to use a reveal. Okay. That was sweet. So, T2 tech for the Night Elves. How far along are they? Shishi a little ahead. But of course, the big difference here is the tech advantage of XiaoKK compared to Killjin.
And with the level 2 now, Killjin's Blade is pretty strong. Only the Mantle of Intelligence and the gloves. But still, has a critical strike. Boost of speed. On DPS, he sold his TP.
Whoa.
Especially in 2v2.
Yeah.
I mean, on Total Rock, it's a little less important, I suppose, with the bases being so close to each other, but still.
He must be very sure that they bring the fight into their opponent's bases. But even then, like, it's your safety mechanism, the best one you get.
Yeah. He's gonna have a staff, but of course that can't be relied upon against Ensnare. Interesting. Let's see if he will come to regret that decision. Offensive shop here by Shishi in the middle. Claiming this territory for himself, or for his team rather. And
putting a flag in the ground.
Like Neil Armstrong on the moon. Or was that fake Neo?
That was the trumpet player, right?
The dad jokes are back. Omar Archer will be lost. Ooh, unless he blocks very well, which he does. That was pretty sweet. Oh, never mind.
Ruthless grunts.
Yeah. I mean, women, you know, they're pretty weak.
So you have to beat them up?
No, they
That's what you're saying?
They die so quick. But the other thing also.
Yeah, that's my problem with women as well. They die too quick. For fuck's sake.
So the second Ogre Major here to the top right. Still not claimed. The two are battling over it. And with the second hero Naga now being available for the night of that should be his to finally grab up. SH is coming out, however.
Naga dies.
Oh yeah.
Proves your point.
To be honest though, Archmage is squishier. So old men die easier than women, I guess. And the orcs seem to be having the upper hand here. Both of them. With the archers being such easy kills. One of them only so far lost for Shishi. I think the 2 1v1s pretty much continue. And the Ogre Magi, he really wants it. Shishi really wants it. He gets the last hit. I think it was. But not the items, not the ward. Demon Hunter going for the blade. He's very low, but there's Heat Wave. He should be safe. 12 speed to engage. But already Fairy Fire upon this Blade Master, however, he has the potion of healing, so he's feeling pretty good. And there's the staff to save one of those frail archers.
Yeah, no, like, no serpent wards here, no headhunters. So this war mill absolutely makes no sense to me. Still, look at the building positioning in general. Like, what's the beastry doing there? What's the barracks doing there? Is it too
strange.
so? Yeah, why? I mean,
if the opposing team attacks from the south, standing in the river, like you can't even really engage them, being blocked by these buildings.
Cloak of Flames for the Blade Master, who has decent DPS here with claws and gloves and the mantle.
Ooh, dude, if you can run into the archer backline, that could be pretty sick.
Yeah, certainly.
Turtle Rock.
And of course, against the talents is great as well. Not only archers. It's even better against talents, I guess. Is a Loon's Grace working against this item as well? Or is it just against the spell?
I think it's considered spell damage.
I think so too. Chat, do you know?
Forces are under attack.
Is the damage reduced because it's an item? I mean...
No, I think it counts as the same as Immolation. But, I mean, sometimes Warcraft is weird, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe
so
not.
usually, if the Demon Hunter is using it, the spell damage gets lowered because, of course, it Loon's Grace. But if it's an item, I don't know. Here we
This is
go.
a bad fight for Shishi. He's getting sandwiched by both. This is time to TP the fuck out. But actually his ally is coming in. Orc from the backside, but these archers super exposed. 1 dead, 2 dead, soon to be 3 dead. 3 have fallen immediately. 3 free kills, and now the Blade Master in trouble. Doesn't have an invul. Caught on the wrong side of the trees. Will he get back? Will he get out? He's being blocked by his own grunt, but I think he should be fine, kind of. Demon Hunter for DPS in trouble as well. Invul keeps him alive for a little bit longer. The 2 blades fighting over the middle here, over the river. Store protection as well on the red team. And Shishi and XiaoKK will retreat a little bit further. Blade Master still in trouble. Here comes the heal wave again. Level 2 heal wave against level 1 heal wave only. That's the big advantage on XiaoKK's side. And the Blade Master dies! The Cloak of Flames, too much damage indeed. As the blade for XiaoKK moves forward, looking for more kills. He has become bloodthirsty. And now without the damage of the blade, he doesn't have too much to fear anymore. And this fight is handedly going to the blow team of XiaoKK and Shishi. Can they finish this game already? They're not retreating.
Yeah, a little weird decision. They continue to fight there. When of mana stealing being used actually on the Shadow Hunter to get another Hex out and a Peon Surround. Well done by XiaoKK. And the second hero dies as well. Level 3 on the Naga, level 3 on all the heroes. This is their last dance as it seems. They don't want to give up yet. They don't want to go home yet. Because that would mean elimination from this tournament. But what do they have to work with now? A few archers, a few talents. The orc has basically nothing, right? 23 supply.
Ooh,
and there's an expansion for Shishi. There is 45 supply on XiaoKK's side. And the second red spot for them as well.
So what's the item here? Are they fortunate enough for Aura? It seems like this game is already theirs. Another good item would cement their magnificent lead that they have now.
This one not so much.
A player's forces are
What can they do? I mean, the hero levels are better here for XiaoKK and Shishi. The expo is up. Supply is better. Items, I guess, are quite equal. We have a mana potion here though. And an invul potion. These invul potions were so important in the last fight. Mana potion on the Shadow Hunter is really good. Invul potion on the Naga. Heal scroll and invul on the Demon. That is really good. Blade Master is of course empty. Was struggling to find level 3. Shadow Hunter coming back only now. This is still a great timing for Shishi and KK.
Could he get a talent here for free? Is he gonna min-max and attack the archer first? No. And now Shishi and XiaoKK can like camp in the middle, set up a perfect concave if they want to. They have the advantage, they have the gold mine running. They could just stand where they're standing right now, orc in front, archers in the back, And they should have, the better concave with this.
I agree. 2 heal scrolls on this demon hunter. And the heals, two heal potions, 1 heal scroll.
A player's forces are under attack.
Turtle being taken out. Another big consumable for them.
Potion of invulnerability.
Oh, it's really nice.
And they know about the expansion now. Pulling peons. That's all he has. 41 supply. So many archers for DPS. Without upgrades though. Without marksmanship though. There's a counter expansion now on the bottom left. They try. They know where their opponents are. This is the furthest away position to build an expo.
It always amazes me, like in 2v2, how strong archers are, and how highly they're valued, and how shit they are in 1v1. If they're protected, they're good.
That's a big if, though.
Yes.
Shadowhunter is nice, though, for Killjin. With additional mana, 480. This Shadowhunter only 375, but the potion and 1 more Wind of Mana stealing. Master has no idea about this expo. Could easily kill it.
So, what's the plan here? How can DPS and Killjin come back?
Town is under siege.
Do they have a masterful idea? Well, first they have to respond to this base threat because a lot of raiders are making their way into the main of DPS and they don't have a TP. And I think XiaoKK realized this really smart. There's lots of wisps here for repair. Is it gonna... The walkers are blocking the way! Next level play. He can't get past his own moon wells. Oh my god. That was beautiful. And he executes that tree. XiaoKK. He must have studied for that one.
He certainly has some good moves in this tournament so far. Also good grunt blocks again. That's what he's known for. But yeah, that was really cool. I haven't seen that in a while. And now it's 1 gold
mine. Like the Night Elf vision earlier, did he know he could do that, or did he just do it on the fly, which would be even sicker?
I don't know, man.
That's really cool.
So on the bottom left is up and entangling now, but of course 3 gold mines running now for quite some time. 50 supply, so around 100 here. Shishi is already at 60, obviously. 66 for XiaoKK. 2nd mana potion on his SH. That's quite sick.
And he has a staff of his own now. That's pretty cool. Orc with the preservation staff.
Scroll of healing, scroll of protection on that side. Oh, so many scrolls, man. I can't count that high. 1, 2.
That's it.
That's it. 3.
You did it.
3 for DPS and Killjin. Is he buying one now?
Killjin's Blade Master is really sad. He has like 1 gloves and nothing else.
Yeah. 2, 3. 4 for Shishi and KK. And Engines of War to protect this expansion. He could expand like once more, I guess.
A player's forces are under
Someone
attack.
teching or something? Not really. DPS certainly isn't, with his tree having been sniped before. Oh, the Naga in a bad position, so is the SH. Are they gonna engage? No, they're just poking and prodding here. Trying to lure them out into a worse position. And alright, here we go. Now we're gonna fight. I heard some wards. It's Serpent Ward. Scroll protection on everything. The Blades, the Demon in the front lines. For Killjin's dropping really low. Has to go for the invul soon. We'll use it here. Heal scroll number 1 already popped. On the other side, on the blue side also, everything dropping a little bit lower. We have the heal wave coming in as well. Fork Lightning, the 2 main heroes in the front lines are dropping low, but they're getting healed up more. But now 2 invuls are gone. And now they have to be extra careful. Kodo beasts as well are going to be taken out, as it seems, but there's going to be replacement Kodo for the red team. Heal scrolls everywhere. And now the Demon in trouble. He's getting hexed. He's going to get focused. He couldn't get stabbed because he was ensnared. And with that, suddenly DPS's DPS drops by a lot, and that's it. GG. And XiaoKK and Shishi win this.
Indeed. And there was a level 2 Shadowhunter versus a level 4 Shadowhunter. That might have been a big difference in this fight. But that was not the deciding one. The game was decided before already in the prior fight at the upper right. So yeah, that is the end for Killjin and DPS in this tournament. They followed Todd and Cash, and Lawlight and Chimiko were eliminated yesterday. One more team will follow them. It's either Lucifer and Reprisal or my big favorite of this tournament, TED and Hainu. So some undead action, 2 undeads actually here. A human and a night elf, so the orc friends are not that happy, but for all the others, there's something in for you and on this very channel. Lower bracket round 2, game number 2 coming up, and it's gonna be good. So stay tuned, tell your friends, and don't go anywhere.